Hello and welcome to the theElpyDimension. I am your guide Elpy and this is mixed worm bin number 2. Today is the 12th of February 2025 and it has been 10 days since we've been in here, which means that it was the 2nd of February that I was last in here. I do have a paper bag that I've already removed from this. I just came from worm bin number 1. By the time you see this, that video will be available, so go check it out. That population is looking really good. It always is, but man, there's a lot of breeding going on over there. So these guys have only had this bubble mailer, and we do see a worm. It is a blue worm. Gosh, they've only had their bubble mailer 3 weeks or so. This was part of their old blanket, and it's going to slowly become part of the material. So this bin, let's just go ahead and... This bin is what I call fully harvested. I finally got this material. The buckets are actually still down at my feet. They need to be stirred. Oh, that's what I said. I said that I was going to take those castings and mix them into a 5-gallon bucket, which I could potentially do, but let's just worry about this for now. So I added new material, and now you see how like it's really sunk down even more. So you see how it's really sunk down even more. But yeah, this bin is a free-for-all in terms of what I'm trying to do. I fed over there. I did feed them last time. This bin is also no longer part of the pie. They were done with their pie after, I think, 32 days. Lots of worms. Let's go ahead and... There's a cocoon. Yeah, the bin next door, man. Bin 1 is... whole bunch of paper over here. Worms in it. Now, okay, not tons of worms, but we'll see. Here's a persimmon. We'll see when we actually get to the feeding zone. I guess let's just go to the feeding zone before everybody really resituates themselves. Yeah. So I remember putting in some papers from my bird cages. It didn't have... There was a little bit of poo on the drink carrier. There's the blue worms. It's a little bit warmer down here. I don't typically deal with composting the bird papers indoors that have poo on them. But I had papers... Yeah, let's just go ahead and dive in here. Ooh. Okay. This looks like it's going to be joy for us. Oh, yes. A nice little pile of joy. And we got persimmons. So I've discovered I'm not really familiar with persimmons. I got them. I got them because I went to a shelter and they were preparing to send food to a farmer who picks up their food waste. They said I could take some, and I froze a bunch for myself and ate some and gave some to family and friends, and I had a whole bunch. So I didn't realize how long they actually last. Let me know in the comments if you like persimmons. Or if you don't know what they are, let me know what you think about their flavor. Now, this is why I said, oh, because this is a to-go container, and it did have a coating on it, which I believe that if that coating is safe for my food, then the coating is safe for my worms. But we should all know how much we can really trust them to give us only stuff that's good for us, right? I digress. We're here to look at worms. And you see there's lots of worms. Lots and lots of worms under here. There's some old castings. Okay. Let's just air this out a little bit. Why not, right? Give them a little bit of a fluff. Oh, and that's toilet paper rolls. Well, I was assuming that this is going to be a sweet jackpot for us worm nerds. I am going to... These are pieces of wood that the birds chewed up. Yes. Here's a nice little potty over here. Potty over here. It's a little bit warmer right there. Let's see. Yeah, buddy. Okay. There is a persimmon under there, so it's not as deep of a pile as I expected, but it's still beautiful. Still beautiful. Look at that. Hello, my precious. They're like, what the heck, man? Okay, now let's go over to this corner. Do you hear that? That's how you know it's populated. Oh, what do we have? Oh, we have some squash. Wasn't it some squash? No! Right, this is where I put that cucumber that super rotten cucumber that, if you didn't watch the video, go check it out. I harvested a cucumber in September, and it did not start to rot until December. And it was half rotten when I took probably about 300 seeds out of it in January. And I put the remains of that cucumber, God rest its soul, in here. This is its skin. Yes. Some paper towel. But this, look at this. You can see the seeds that I didn't harvest. Oh, oh yeah. Sorry, not sorry, guys. I mean, I'm putting on a good show. Now this. Oh, this is a worm party. Okay, look, there's some cucumber skin mixed in there, but whew, oh man. All right. You feel better? We get the cucumber skin out of there so we could just. Oh, and the worms are so disturbed. They hate me so much right now. I'm so sorry, guys. But you know I put this together for you, right? So it's like a little bit of a trade-off. Look at that. I'm going to need to clip that and make it a short, because this is just... Oh, man. I don't think I have ever had a worm ball this satisfying. My gosh. I mean, look at that. And there was more over there. And there's more in the bin. So now we see why when I was digging over on this right-hand side, we didn't really see any worms because everybody is in the cucumber bowl. Guys, look at this. For those of you who think this is gross, I'm sorry, you're missing out. Oh, man. All right, wormies, I'm going to let you go. Yeah, that is, yes. That is awesome. I should pause the video just so I can sit here and play with them. But then I feel so cruel. I feel so mean. But I'm so like, oh, I want to take my glove off. I really want to take my glove off, but I know you guys are like, do it, do it. But then it's gonna... Oh, I've got fancy nails on. I started an ASMR channel for the kid in me and the anxious person in me. Anyway, so sometimes I wear nails. Well, I have real nails, but... Oh, man. Oh. You guys. Oh, I'm going to do it. Do I have lotion on my hands? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. So cool. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But I'm not. I just couldn't help myself. I just knew. I just knew it would be cool. Okay, this is probably really terrible for them. Oh, man, but wow, what interesting. Look at that. I mean, okay, one more time. How about that as the thumbnail? Oh, but then you'll know that I took my glove off. Oh, that's so weird. And so cool. Because I can feel them all squirming around. I know a lot of worm farmers don't wear gloves at all, so what I'm doing is not so special, but to me it is. Yeah, that's cool. Wow. All right, guys. So many worms. So, can we identify them? I'm going to say European nightcrawler. I was thinking this dark one was a blue worm, but I don't think it is. It's got the stripes. I'm actually going to say maybe they're all European nightcrawlers. There's a baby worm, but they're definitely juveniles. Okay. It is pretty gross with the nails because I don't know how, I mean, these nails aren't much longer than my nails. Some of my nails are about this long underneath. But I had a purpose for them, okay? And I don't know how y'all do it all the time. Because I find them to be very, very not, sorry. Practical. My mom put on some fake nails a few weeks ago. We met up and she looked at my hand like, what? And she said, that's not what a worker looks like. I said, don't worry, Mom. My aunt said, I'd like to see you garden in those. Like, you know, I know some of you ladies are out there doing it big with gardening with your nails. I'm just not one of them. I am going to wash my hands before I put them back in this glove. And then finish up here because I do want to give them a feeding, especially after that crazy disturbance. I don't know how, probably like negatively impacted them tremendously. Oh, but I couldn't help myself. Is that what scientists do? We just can't help ourselves. Okay, let's pause. Gosh, they're all foamy and stuff. Now I feel really bad. Okay. I should give my baby channel. Well, it's not for babies or about babies or my new budding channel some more credit than saying it's just for the kid in me. I discovered ASMR last year, and really I think it kind of started with me playing with the worms and saying worm ASMR. And when I dove into ASMR, I was like, oh man, I like this stuff. And it's, it is relaxing. I don't need help sleeping. So I don't use it for sleep, but I do use it for relaxation. And I really, really appreciate it as a background noise. And I decided that there was some ASMR that didn't, I felt like I was seeing a lot of kind of the same style. And I thought, I think I might enjoy also engaging in this. The part that is for the kid in me, the little girl in my heart, is the part where I unbox mystery toys. I can't help it, I really wish I had this many like blind packs, I think is what they call them. I'm a nerd, and I'm a child at heart, and that's my guilty pleasure. It's almost a little embarrassing. I'm like, I so enjoy collecting things. And anyways, so I'm having fun over there. Not quite as much fun as I have over here, let me tell you. This is... Oh, and we did put hair in when we made the new section. But yeah, and soon we're going to be back in the growing season. We've got the, I'm pretty sure planters, I'm sure I need to get over there. I've not been on YouTube quite as much in terms of viewing, but the Planter Garden Herb Challenge, Planter Garden TV Herb Garden Challenge 2025 is coming up March 1st. Last I knew. We've got the Single Seed Challenge hosted by Black Gumbo Southern Gardening, I believe. He's been doing that since, I think, like 2019. I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing it this year. Last year, in theory, I said it, but I never posted anything. But I do already know what... Well, I have two things I'm choosing from. Anyways, man, let's get on with this. I have wandered tremendously, but that got me really excited, seeing all those guys. And given the hair, very small, like this bin is not very deep at all. I have the liberty to add as much material as I want. I do need to keep in mind though that I need to add stuff over time, but okay. So let's kind of, these guys gotta hate me by now. We're gonna dig out a pocket here in the front, all the way down to the bottom. There are a lot of older castings left over because I didn't really do an official harvest in the way that I normally do of both sides. So that's what you're seeing. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I'm soaking a bag right now with some torn up paper. Who's getting what? With some torn up paper in the grocery bag. And then I also have this, it was a cardboard box. And because we have so many, hold on. Everyone's probably tired of persimmons at this point, but because I have so many, they are going to get, and the persimmons have been outside getting a nice heap of freezing. Anyone else gonna get persimmons? Let's see what else we have. Squash. Yeah, well, okay. So these guys are gonna get 5 persimmons. Part of a squash, a butternut squash that I cooked. And it turned out to be older than I thought. Ooh, and it's still frozen. I put it outside, and like I just said, it's still frozen. I've brought it back inside, but obviously not long enough for it to thaw out. Okay, so I'll show that in a minute. Let's get this bucket of love. Whoa, almost fell over. Okay, so we got the cardboard. How do we want to put the cardboard in there? Probably put the cardboard on the bottom. Kind of, I'll just smoosh it in there like that. Well, that's going to kind of block everybody. So actually, let's put the cardboard with this part facing out against the wall. We'll drop a couple of persimmons down there. I don't really want them to touch those worms because these persimmons are kind of, let's see how wet the inside got. Ooh, there was a whole bunch of water, Elpy. That just dumped out, but it's okay because most of this paper is not fully wet, fully soaked. So push that down there. Then we're gonna put our frozen, one piece of frozen persimmon or butternut squash with a half of a juiced lemon in it. Then we're gonna put this here paper bag, and we're gonna put the other piece of frozen squash. Squeeze these persimmons. Squeeze these persimmons. And you know what, let's go ahead and add our old blanket up next to that as well. Okay, I think the worms, who hopefully they're only going to temporarily hate me for how I manhandled them. Ooh, let's put some hair in there. Let's squish that way down in there. Okay. All right. Well, this was super exciting. You know, tell you a little bit of a secret. It's not a secret because I've told you before. If I'm OCD, the obsessive part. And that is part of why I wear gloves, especially in the worm bin, because I do tend to give large, very funky, gross feedings, moldy food. Not that no one else does, but I'm just saying, you know, it kind of does a little something to my brain, even though that was super, like, that's why I was so like, oh man, squirmish and stuff, because part of my brain is like, oh man. But you know what? It's all good. I believe I believe it just made me better for the season. I'm stoked. I'm so excited, you guys. Can you tell? Okay, I hope you have enjoyed my joy and you have felt it along with me. I hope I did a great job at making it tangible for you. You can be certain that I am going to edit that down and share that all by itself. But this was awesome. These guys, they'll recover from that. It was interesting that they got all extra foamy. But yeah, so this was mixed worm bin number 2 on the 12th of February 2025. This is them a couple weeks after harvest, and so, you know, I didn't even make the bin that much more full, but we'll just keep on going. Okay, thank you so much for your time and interest. Let me know, please, what you thought about my sweet worm ball. All right, I appreciate you very much. Be safe, be well. Bye for now.